Alright, so now we'll go through a couple sample hands to kind of show you the mulligan strategy and the typical lines that you might see in this deck. So, shuffle a little bit just so that it's clear that I'm not stacking the deck or whatever. You saw nothing. Alright, so we'll be saying that we're partial parising with a multiplayer, so 7 back after the first standard stuff. Alright, so let's see what we got. We have 3 lands, Quirion Ranger, Illusionist Bracers, and 2 more lands. So, right away, Illusionist Bracers means that we can win very early, but we're currently missing a source of turn 1 ramp. So, definitely want to be keeping the Illusionist Bracers, and throwing... I'll be putting 5 back. You can put more if you feel like it, but generally I feel like I can probably hit a turn 1 ramp source with the next 5. So next we have Phyrexian Revoker, Forest, Sword of the Perrons, Boreal Druid, and Void Winnower. So here we have our turn 1 ramp source, and we have 3 cards that really don't do us much. So put the 3 of those back, draw 2, and we get Elvish Harbinger and Reclamation Sage. So this is a keepable hand. At this point, you know, we have turn 1 ramp, we have a combo piece. Can't really be asking for much else. Alright, so turn 1, draw, land would be nice but not quite necessary at this point, is Boreal Druid. Turn 2, drew an Elvish Archdruid, Forest, Yisan. So, a little bit unfortunate we're not hitting our land drops, but that's okay. We will continue to fight through it. Alright, so got a Forest this turn. So, play a Forest. At the end of my opponent's turn, I can go search up. At this point, any relevant 1-drop. If we knew we were gonna hit our next land drop, we could go grab something like a Sylvan Safekeeper to make sure our combo goes off uninterrupted. But in this case, because we don't know that we're going to have 5 mana to both play and equip the Illusionist Bracers, we'll just go get a Birds of Paradise, which we'll be able to generate as mana. Alright, so there we are. So this was at the end of turn 3. Untap on turn 4, draw Mortal's Resolve. So now we have a source of indestructible should we get targeted by some sort of hate. We have 5 mana on the board, so we have enough to play a Wirewood Symbiote and still keep up mana to activate Yisan. So this is at the end of turn 4, or pay 3 and activate Yisan, going up to 2 burst counters. And this time we're going to grab Seeker of Skybreak. So, try and do this quickly. One thing that you will notice is that if you are not capable of searching quickly through your deck and shuffling quickly, you are going to make enemies with this deck, because it involves quite a bit of searching and quite a bit of shuffling, just via the nature of Yisan's ability. So this happened at the end of turn 4. So I'm untapping on turn 5, draw Umbral Mantle. It's just one more way to go infinite, but not really relevant here. So play 2 to play Illusionist Bracers, and then pay 3 to equip it to Seeker of Skybreak. Seeker of Skybreak came in at the end of my opponent's last turn, so it currently can activate. So activate it, copying its ability, untapping both Birds of Paradise and Seeker of Skybreak. Do this infinitely, generate an infinite amount of mana, Yisan for 4 and then 6, and go grab Masticore, Kamal Fisticrosa, blow up everyone's lands, overrun infinitely, and then swing with everything on the board as infinite tramplers, and yeah, there you go. So this entire time, we did not make use of pretty much anything else in our hand. However, that last turn we did have Mortal's Resolve if someone had targeted with our Seeker Skybreak with a kill spell. But yeah, so that's a turn 5 kill, and kind of illustrates the ease at which this deck can just combo off from nowhere. Because going into turn 4, we had very little on this board, and then suddenly the game's just over.